In the news tonight, the police will be out in their numbers this crop over weekend. The Pic-O-De-Crop Finals will be televised live. The man arrested and charged for possession of firearms. And in sports, the Windies made 4 changes ahead of tonight's first T20 against Pakistan.
The headline news is brought to you by National Transformation Initiative, shaping the Star Bajan.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC NewsNight, starting now.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Broom. Thank you so much for tuning in. In our top story tonight, a major police presence will be in the field this weekend as local lawmen roll out security this crop over weekend. With thousands expected to be on the streets for the crop over climax, police say safety is their top priority. Commissioner of Police Richard Boyce says they're aware the public has concerns, especially as it relates to crime.
We in the police service have been working in partnership with the Barbados Defense Force to provide a level of policing not only at the event location but throughout the various parishes of our country to make the festival as incident-free as possible, especially as it relates to the criminal activities and other antisocial behaviors. We, as the primary law enforcement agencies, have undertaken the necessary measures that will realize our stated objectives, that is, making the country safe and secure.
Commissioner Boyce says there will be increased patrols and a strong presence along all major routes.
The various mass crowd activities, such as 4-day morning and Grand Kadooment, will be heavily policed with the assistance of private security agencies. We will be employing various pieces of technology to assist us in policing these events. The aspect of traffic management will also be given special attention. The practice of indiscriminately parking vehicles along the highway will be addressed by the patrol officers who are, and where obstructions are caused on our roads, our records will be utilized in removing those vehicles.
Barbadians who are unable to get to the National Botanical Gardens for this year's Courtesy Garage Pic-O-De-Crop Finals tomorrow night will be able to view it on CBC TV 8. The confirmation from Minister in the Prime Minister's Office with responsibility for culture, Senator Dr. Chantal Munro-Knight.
Those who can't make it down to Botanical Gardens, you can be assured this year that the finals will be carried live and free on CBC 8. So please tune in. We want everybody to really be involved, really come and support, our Calypsonians. People always say that art form, the Calypso art form, going to finals, listening to social commentary is dying. And I think this year we at the National Culture Foundation have really invested a lot working with our junior monarchs as well, and then also as well as much as possible giving assistance as well to the tents and to the Calypsonians. So I think this year can be a defining one for 2025, and part of that has to be the support that Barbadians give. So everybody coming out, make sure you support, you come down to Botanical Gardens or you watch.
Scores of media partners and influential voices are on the island experiencing crop over and the tourism product. And they received a fitting welcome during a Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. hosted reception at the States Rum Visitor Center, where they were encouraged to fully immerse themselves in the rhythm, soul and spirit of the cultural phenomenon. Anesta Henry tells us more.
Kadooment is just a few days away, but key members of the international and the digital community got a taste of what it feels like to pelt waste the Bajan way or to participate in the conga line. Just a piece of the crop over experience they came to Barbados to taste. It all happened at the welcome reception hosted by the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. Minister of Tourism and International Transport, Ian Gadinegil, encouraged the visitors to experience all the island has to offer.
But I also implore you to write that story about Barbados. You are the owners and shapers of the print and other media. You know what it's like to, on social media, tell a story. And it's because of you that we are able to sell the Barbados brand. It is because of your professionalism and your dedication to the media that we're able to have increased visitor arrivals to Barbados.
And Minister Godinegil is thanking the stakeholders for the pivotal role they play in helping to spread Barbados's footprint.
Because it's not often that you have people who are prepared to fly to a destination, to come here with our travel partners, to come here with the dedicated officers from within the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., to ensure that you experience and sample what we have to offer. Crop Over, as you've heard from our CEO, Andrea, is perhaps the sweetest summer festival in the Caribbean, and you will get to experience it.
Moving beyond the role of observer and a step into what it feels like to truly experience the festival, the media practitioners and influencers will feel the vibrant beat of Barbados's indigenous tug band music, which forms the foundation of much of the music they will hear over the next few days. And those brave ones will also learn the art of stilt walking and even how to roast barefoot on the beach. Chief Executive Officer of the BTMI, Andrea Franklin, says the music and the culinary delights the visitors will be exposed to will offer a glimpse into the identity and creativity of a people deeply proud of their heritage and eager to share it with the world.
From this evening's reception to the morning fetes, to the paint-filled revelry of 4-day morning, the spectacular pageantry of Kadooment Day, and the electric crescendo of Soca 25, I trust that you will experience Barbados in ways that surprise, inspire, and stay with you long after you return home. And of course, I take this opportunity to encourage you to use this visit really as the appetizer and to return later for the main course, to explore even more of what Barbados has to offer.
It has been many years since the BTMI has been bringing media practitioners to indulge in the Crop Over experience. Onesta Henry, CBC News.
Well, as you leave home on Friday night for your various Crop Over activities, you might want to walk with your umbrellas or some other sort of rain gear. This is the advice coming from the Met Office as they're predicting moderate showers tomorrow night into Saturday morning. CBC visited the Barbados Meteorological Services today and spoke to senior meteorologist Swamelka Jackman to get the latest weather forecast.
So for this Crop Over weekend, the final lap of Crop Over 2025, we expect a tropical wave tomorrow into Saturday. So tomorrow night, Friday night, maybe some light to moderate showers, but moving into the early Saturday morning, that's when we expect the peak of that shower activity, which moves into that Bridgetown market period. By Sunday, conditions will start to gradually improve. And of course, Kadooment Day on Monday is expected to be hot and sunny, but then as we move into Tuesday, that last final event, the Tuesday night, conditions should possibly be pretty good for an outdoor nighttime event.
And according to the weather forecast, Kadooment Day is shaping up to be a hot one.
On Monday, we expect temperatures about 30 degrees Celsius, which is similar to what we've been getting those hot days this week. So how it's been feeling this week on the sunny days, that's exactly how you expect it to feel on Monday.
Well, there's a massive air of excitement surrounding the Pic-O-De-Crop Finals. Barbadians have been having their say on who they think will win the crown and the 2025 Nissan X-Trail. CBC News took to the city streets to speak to the people about their pick.
You see all the way, man, all the way. The lineup is a pretty strong lineup though, but I still feel that AC can come back again this year.
Adrian, I got his pick. That was good. Well presented.
Classic. Spotlight, that is my man. Big it up.
I would love the announcer to win with the National Carol Festival song. I love that. It's a true song. The lineup ain't too bad.
Well, I'm an ASC man. I love the ASC, but I think this year you go around to beat the announcer. I work in the announcer this year. I love Carol Festival. Lineup ain't too bad. You got about four kings already, right? So it got to be a top lineup. And you got 4 kings, and then you got the young aspiring people that coming on. So I think it should be a good finals.
The Barbados Light and Power Company wants everyone to be safe this crop over season. Systems engineer Paula Palmer says they are present throughout the season, and she's reminding band leaders they have a responsibility to ensure the route is safe for patrons. She's advised those on music trucks on Kadooment Day not to manipulate the wires in any way. Ms. Palmer is also advising revelers not to interfere with stay guards, the yellow strips on ground wires, as they are there to prevent people from tripping. She was speaking as a guest on Morning Barbados.
We meet with the various stakeholders, we walk the route. So we look for certain things to ensure that the public is as safe as possible. So the first thing we will look at is all the manholes that we may have along the route. Yeah. We make sure that the covers are not damaged, that they are intact, so that persons don't step on them and create a hazard or get an accident. The next thing we look at our street lighting. So all the lights that we have along the road, we will look at them, make sure they're working. If they're not working, we get them fixed so that we have that safety element as well. Yeah. Our poles, we look at our poles because we know for the morning, Kadooment, everybody happy, everybody on the big trucks. Yes. So we look for the low-hanging wires in conjunction with the third parties as well. So we try to make those safe so that there are no hazards when the big trucks are passing.
And coming up, we'll tell you the fate of 2 men, one on firearms charges, the other for beating his mother. Stay with us. A man charged with a number of firearm offences will spend the next 28 days on remand. Junior Anthony Wickham, 34, of Parish Land, Christchurch, was not required to plead to 3 counts of possession of firearms and 69 rounds of ammunition, all on July 26th. He appeared before Magistrate Douglas Frederick in the District B Magistrates Court, which is sitting in the Eric Holder Municipal Complex in St. Joseph. Wickham was remanded to Barbados Prison Service Dodds and will reappear in court on August 27th. A man charged with attacking his mother has been remanded to Dodds Prison. Ryan Charles Ricardo Harewood, 46, of Knightsland, Westbury Road, St. Michael, has been charged with wounding Angela Harewood with intent on July 18th. Harewood appeared before Chief Magistrate Ian Weeks in the District A Criminal Court earlier today. He was not required to plead to the indictable offence and was remanded to jail until August 28th. The Barbados Licensing Authority is rolling out a new insurance portal, allowing all insurance companies viewing rights to see the driving licenses online. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transport and Works Santia Bradshaw made the announcement as she delivered remarks at the launch of the Barbados Licensing Authority Customer Service Centre. She says the new portal is available on the driver's license management system.
It therefore gives the insurance companies access to real-time license verification to instantly confirm a driver's license status when processing either new policies or engaging in renewals. It also provides them with access when they are on what we would refer to as accident site data, where it enables them to retrieve pertinent license details at the scene of an accident to support claims investigations. At present, as you know, the insurance officers would visit the scene, they would ask various questions, then they would tell you that you have to submit your documents at the appropriate time.
Minister Bradshaw adds the portal will also be equipped to allow insurance companies to identify the owners of vehicles,
which will also assist in speeding up the ability to determine liability and also to determine the coverage of a vehicle when there is an accident. And I know my Chief Licensing Officer, Ms. Rika McCarthy-Brooms, is about to engage with the insurance companies in order to be able to roll out those additional features in the near future.
Teacher training remains a key priority as the Ministry of Education continues on the path to transform the education system. Chief Education Officer Dr. Ramona Archer Bradshaw says several programs are being rolled out to improve teacher development. She revealed these initiatives will focus on equipping teachers with modern techniques and new approaches to engage students. She was speaking at a media launch where an initiative to provide free geometry sets to first form students was announced.
And over the past year, we have undertaken a widespread systemic effort to strengthen mathematics instruction at both the primary and secondary levels. And this effort has included the comprehensive training of hundreds of our teachers in both foundational and advanced teaching methodologies that will enhance student engagement, improve understanding, and boost confidence in applying mathematical concepts in real context.
She also disclosed some new plans that will be rolled out from September 2025.
We are seeking to engage a company called Make Math Moments, and this is a company that delivers a program that is committed to equipping teachers with the tools and mindsets needed to create rich, student-centered mathematics experiences. And what is different about this is that the company will come in and help us to be able to truly define our philosophy, our vision, refine that vision, and then implement.
A strong reminder to men that vulnerability is not weakness, but strength. That was the message from Canon Austin Carrington as he delivered the sermon at a Thanksgiving church service for the Lions Club of Scotland District. At St. Saviour's Church in Baxter's St. Andrew, Canon Carrington encouraged men to embrace their emotions and not bottle up their feelings, stressing that prayer and honesty with God are vital in maintaining spiritual and emotional well-being.
We have feelings. Remember, Jesus wept. You see, so yes, and for the men here this morning, remember that crying is not only for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It helps us to unburden ourselves. You see, and men should cry more and shoot less. Take remarks on less. Get it out of us. That's why women tend to survive longer and better, because they talk and they cry before the end.
Sports Night, brought to you with the compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL.
Sports time now. Anne-Marie Burke is standing by live in the sports studio. Good evening, Anne-Marie.
Good evening to you, Lisa, and we start with news of cricket. 4 changes have been made to the West Indies squad heading into tonight's start of the 3-match T20 International Series against Pakistan at the Broward County Stadium in Florida. Fast bowler Shamar Joseph, along with batters Casey Carty, Alec Anthony's and Johnson Charles, are being drafted into the squad for Alzari Joseph, Evan Lewis, Brandon King and Shimron Hetmire, respectively. Now, when it comes to fast or respectively,
we have a few injuries that will really impact the bulk of our batting. We have Hetmire, Brandon King, both suffered side injuries. We have Rovman Powell, suffered from a wrist injury. Still, there's a possibility that he'll be present. And you know, we called on, and we also had Evan Lewis who sustained injuries. So in trying to find guys, we contacted Kyle Mayers first to replace Evan Lewis. Unfortunately, Kyle Mayers doesn't have a visa, so they are working on that. We also contacted Alec Atenez, who is right now in St. Lucia playing for the Windward Islands. And he's gonna fly back to Dominica. Hopefully could get him back here in time for the first game. And in that process also we had to get Johnson Charles here as early as possible in order for us to have a full squad to select from. So unforced changes, something that's beyond our control, but hopefully the guys that come in, the experience that they have, we could go out there and win this series.
Now, that West Indies squad for the T20 series against Pakistan is Captain Shea Hope, Joel Andrew, Alec Anthony's, Jediah Blades, Casey Carty, Johnson Charles, Roston Chase, Matthew Ford, Jason Holder, Akil Hossain, Shamar Joseph, Gudakesh Moti, Sherfain Rutherford, and Mario Shepard. The 3 T20 series against Pakistan will start tonight in Florida from 8 o'clock with live coverage on MCTV's ESPN channel 308. Barbados will host the next 2 editions of the Goodwill Swimming Championships at the Aquatic Center in Wildy. This was announced during a media conference this morning to launch this year's event, which is slated for next month. CBC's Anmar Goodrich-Boyce has more.
Close to 400 competitors are set to make a big splash at the event, with host nation Barbados boasting a 37-member team spearheaded by promising swimmers Daniel Deere and Naraya McLean. Barbados has taken up hosting duties to the tune of $200,000 after Bahamas revealed that they were unable to stage the championships. BASA's Vice President of Swimming, Sharon Small, told a media conference that the championships will boost the island sports tourism product and help develop the next generation of local swimmers.
The event is expected to attract hundreds of supporters, which means we'll be boosting tourism, sports tourism, and local businesses. This is a golden opportunity to highlight Barbados as a hub for aquatic sports and inspire our next generation of Olympians. We want to thank the government of Barbados, our sponsors, and volunteers for their unwavering support.
Head coach of Team Barbados, Russell Walton, says he expects good performances from the squad.
Me and my team have made a decision to bring them together. It's only a week before the championship. It should be next week, and we'll work together from there. Looking at them in their training with their respective clubs, they look enthusiastic. They're looking, I guess, as sharp as they can be, and we look forward to them to participate well and represent Barbados well at the Goodwill Championships.
Both Deere and McLean are looking forward to the competition and competing at home.
I'm very excited to be competing this year at Goodwill again. I think it's a great opportunity and I'm very honored, especially to be the captain of this team. I'm really looking forward to be competing in my home pool because I would know this pool, I'm familiar with it, and to get the experience of competing against others. I'm also looking forward to the support from Barbados. It won't just be parents and siblings, it would also be Barbadian locals and whoever else wants to watch the games. So I'll be looking forward to that great support and atmosphere for swimming.
The Goodwill Championships will take place from August 15th to August 17th. Anmar Goodrich-Boyce, CBC Sports.
Chef de mission of the Team Barbados to the second edition of the Junior Pan American Games, Gail Craig Archer, says the 29-member squad is fully prepared for the competition. The Barbados Olympic Association has announced a full squad, which will represent Barbados in 9 disciplines.
The athletes are ready physically. We have also stepped up our game with them in mental preparation. They have been doing some mental preparation training over the last 6 to 7 weeks. And we have seen improvements in that. A lot of people don't realize that, yes, you're physically fit, but it takes a lot then to be on what we call the world stage. You know, you're up against people that you would probably never see in your region.
The Business Report, brought to you with the compliments of Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Businessman Eddie Abed said while many people are spending on events and entertainment, the reality is that life in Barbados remains tough for many families. With the new school term approaching, he's seeing a surge in requests for help with school supplies. And despite Central Bank Governor Dr. Kevin Greenidge reporting that inflation has slowed to 0.5%, it is not reflected in goods and services. Mobile payment solutions firm Pace Digital is celebrating its 4th anniversary, and today was a day to give back to customers. Pace this year is aligning itself with the crop over festivities by sponsoring Colors Entertainment's Animal Kingdom themed band for Junior Kadooment. Business Development Manager Gail Welch says they're also sponsoring Island Mass and looking forward to doing more in the coming years.
Pace Digital. It has been an exciting 4 years, and we continue to position the business as one of the leaders in digital payments here in Barbados. Today, because it is our 4th anniversary, we have our Customer Appreciation Day happening at our 2 branches here at Haggett Hall and in our Bridgetown branch, and it has been going very, very well. This is our 2nd year partnering with Colors International. It's a partnership that we truly appreciate and enjoy. But we've also partnered with Island Mass, so our cardholders can purchase their tickets through the Pace Digital app.
Sports Night, brought to you with the compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL.
Anne-Marie is here, ready and raring to go with the second half in sports. Over to you, Anne-Marie.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Well, Zane Maloney has ended his first season in Formula E without any points, as his London E-Prix did not go to plan. After heading into the 2025 London E-Prix hopeful of scoring his first points in Formula E, the top Barbados car racing driver's final race of his rookie season did not deliver. Maloney was forced to battle through multiple setbacks, neutralizing any advantage he was seeking. In a year of first for both Maloney and the Lola Yamaha ABT team, London served as another learning experience. The 21-year-old remains focused on development and improvement ahead of the next campaign. Speaking to Damien Hall of Voice Online, Maloney says he'll be taking some time off and then it's back to work.
Take a week off in the sun in Barbados and then back to work. I come back up, testing, simulator. We have a lot of work to do, a lot to gain. So. But we know where we need to improve, and things are coming, things are in the pipeline, in the program, development stuff, so looking forward to next year.
Tonight, we highlight the 4th candidate for the upcoming BCA presidential elections. Our Anwar Goodrich Boy speaks with a man who has served on the BCA board for several years.
Former chairman of selectors Henderson Wallace is vying to be the next BCA president. Wallace, along with 3 other candidates, are going after the top cricket position on the island. Also in the running is retired Principal Jeff Brooms, former West Indies batsman Philo Wallace, and BCA Vice President Calvin Hope. During an interview with CBC Sports, Wallace spoke about his plans and intentions if successful.
I would like to transform the BCA into the Caribbean's most forward-thinking, inclusive, and impactful cricket institution. Where every Barbadian, regardless of background or gender, has access to opportunities in the sport, both on and off the field. So things I would like to see, like, youth academies, satellite youth academies across the island, equal opportunities and resources for women cricket, transparent tech-powered governance, and community-first initiatives to bring cricket back to the communities.
Wallace said he is eager to do more for women's cricket in Barbados.
I think we have to review the strategies to increase the participation of women in cricket, because I think that's something that we've fallen behind in the Caribbean. And I'd like to see where programs are improved to encourage more female cricketers to play the game, to first of all, be willing to participate, make it safe for them, then the enjoyment, And we think the skill levels then, the skill sets then can be worked upon.
The stage is set for the elections and annual general meeting slated for Kensington Oval on August 12th. Anmore Goodrich Boyce, CBC Sports.
Well, that's news for tonight. On behalf of the entire team, thank you for tuning in. Good night.